This is day 9 of cycling 1,500 miles around the state of Georgia for charity. And today, we got a problem. And this is what that problem is.
Breaking news, Milton is now a Category 4 hurricane targeting Florida's Gulf Coast. The massive storm is packing winds of 125 miles per hour. It's expected to make landfall on Wednesday near the Tampa Bay area. Preparations are already underway with evacuation sites now open across.
We start right now, this hour in Florida, where almost the entire state is under some form of extreme weather alert as Hurricane Milton takes aim at its Gulf Coast. That storm, now a strong Category 4. It has sustained winds of 155 miles per hour.
The National Hurricane Center says that this has the potential to be one of the most destructive hurricanes ever in west central Florida.
News, a brand new forecast just in moments ago for Hurricane Milton, which is heading right towards Florida as an extremely dangerous Category 5 hurricane. Today, Milton became the strongest storm anywhere on the planet this year.
So that's our problem. And today we are in Waycross, Georgia. This one's hitting Tampa, and it's one of the strongest ones that's ever come about through Florida, apparently. So, and we're right in the pathway of it for when it crosses onto the eastern coast side. So it's supposed to go through Tampa, kind of over Orlando and out to Jacksonville, or whichever way. For me, it's this way. For I guess for you guys, it'd be that way. So Tampa out to Jacksonville. Change of plans. Waycross to what was going to be St. Mary's, then to Cumberland Island, then on Cumberland Island, which I'm not sleeping on the coast, on a beach, in a hammock when a hurricane comes through. That's insane. Only reason why I would ever do it is if we raise like $1 million and like for all these charities, and then I'd be like, all right, screw it, I'm gonna sleep on the beach. But we're probably nowhere near that mark. But if we did, I would do it. Anywho, so, and then from Cumberland Island, we're gonna go up to St. Simon's and run that half, which is still happening by the way. And then we would go up to Savannah, Georgia. But now, me and some of our other friends in Macon, Georgia have people that live in Brunswick. I'm gonna stay with them tonight. So Waycross to Brunswick, Brunswick to Savannah. And we're gonna try and avoid this hurricane. Because this is an unsupported ride, and it's Tuesday, it's supposed to hit Wednesday. So which means when it's hitting Wednesday, I am gonna be going to Savannah. And shout out to another guy, a gentleman here. His name was Brian Gay. He was a Marine. Thank you for your service, sir. And he told me about some places that got hit hard by the hurricane here in Waycross. So we're gonna go check those out, and then we're gonna head over to Brunswick. So, and speaking of all this hurricane damage stuff in Waycross, I'm about to go show you guys, and this hurricane coming again. That's why we're doing this ride. That's why we're doing it. We're raising money to help people who are in need of this. And yeah, that's what those links down below are for the kids, for hurricane stuff. Let's get it. Crazy part about these Georgia neighborhoods too, especially like the older kind of historic ones, is that when they built these neighborhoods, they didn't like tear down the trees like how they did. Like they didn't tear down trees to build neighborhoods and subdivisions like how they do now. I guess that's how they do it kind of in the South. They tear down a bunch of stuff to build some other stuff, and it's just like, because of that, you have all these big trees up everywhere, and when a storm comes through, it decimates them. It decimates the trees. So they're beautiful neighborhoods, super wooded neighborhoods. But because these houses are around all of these trees, when a storm like this comes through, the trees are just the first to go. Guys, for reasons like this, and for places that are way worse than this, and for the hurricane incoming, that's why we got those links down below to help with hurricane relief for all this stuff. 'Cause it's just sad to see this, and it's devastating. So many people's lives are displaced. Everyone evacuating Florida right now, like it's probably gonna be pretty bad. So if you already know, and you're looking at the devastation today, like that's why those links are down below. So, but for now, positive vibes, positive vibes. Let's hope that storm just kind of deteriorates and just kind of blows into some thunderstorms all over the region, and we can only hope, we can only pray. So off to Brunswick, let's get it. With the hurricane coming, there's a lot of changes going on, a lot of things in motion, literally, but I won't speak too soon. But the legs and the bum are feeling quite nice today, and last night's rest was very much needed, and I think it worked. I think it worked wonders. So we push onward to Brunswick. So, got turned down this dirt road again. And we got some flooding up here, so we're gonna have to get through it. Let's go. Gotta stay positive. Going down this dirt road, and for some reason Komoot and Google Maps say that there's a way out onto another road, onto the road that I need to be on. But now, since I've come on this side of said road and of said creek that I have to cross to get to the main road to get to Brunswick, I have to go around the other way, and it adds like 15 miles to my trip, or I go 15 miles back and then 15 miles back forward around the area that I'm in. And I just busted my ass. Just trying to stay positive so that we can get to Brunswick in one piece. And it just pisses me off sometimes. You get frustrated when you're out here alone and you think you know the route, and then you're like, okay, we find a solution. Then boom, your face hits the ground. It's just like, and also falling on these dirt roads is not like falling, going 40 miles an hour down a hill. It's like you're damn near stop and you wash out in the sand and you're still clipped in, and then you just kind of fall over and you're just like, what the f? I don't even know where I am. I'm somewhere, but we went to this little village snack bar, which is a cute little, nice little cafe type deal. Got a chili dog and some ice cream. So we're on our way to Brunswick, and Brunswick is the inland town to St. Simons, Georgia. St. Simons is an island, it's part of the barrier island system in Georgia. What I'm saying is that's coastal Georgia. So we're heading along South Georgia to coastal Georgia, and the interesting part is there's not much to really film on the way there, and that is because it's just kind of like flat 2-lane highway, or I gotta take dirt roads, and I'm not trying to take dirt roads because a lot of them seem to have washed out or flooded come from the hurricane. So there's not much, but this is what I got. Immaculate. It's nothing like coastal Georgia. Man, it's just the grass and the marshland, the waterways and the channels. It's beautiful. You can't beat it. And also, we're coming up on the Sydney Lanier Bridge. So we're gonna have some drone footage of that and some footage of me climbing up it. Right in the middle. I think you know what this means. It's drone time, baby. So we're on the Sydney Lanier Bridge, and I don't know if you guys can tell, down over there, that is Brunswick. This is just some marshland, but that out there, that strip, that is St. Simons, and there's a gap, and I believe that is Jekyll Island. Yeah, so we're staying in Brunswick, and that half marathon we're running is supposed to be on this island. The half marathon that we're running is supposed to be on this island, on Jekyll. Now, it hasn't been canceled yet because of the hurricane, but the organization is monitoring it. So, we shall see. But now we need food, and we're gonna bomb this bridge because why not? See how fast we can go and stay steady and not kill ourselves. But man, look at this sunset. Coastal Georgia, baby. As I'm riding into Brunswick, I've never been here, but just looking at some of these houses, it's so cool. Like, I'd only seen this like in magazines. I never traveled down this far. I go figure I'd do it on a bike, but just the homes are just so cool. I'm gonna have to come back in the daytime to show you all this, but also at night. This looks so cool too. Brunswick Manor. Crazy. They're all so cool. It's like, I mean, I knew that the town was like this, but like, it's like, I'm in like an Assassin's Creed game or something.